Hey guys, welcome back to another interesting tutorial video. On today's video, we'll be learning how to construct this structured sleeve design. Okay, just like this one right there on your screen. So I have my crinoline here and it's at about 3 inches. I have my sewable boning. I also have the plastic one because we'll be using it for two different types, right? So I have the gum stay. Okay, and then I have the stiff. Okay, this is a peplum stand and it's very thick. Then I have the fabric that I'll be using for this tutorial. Okay, so if this is what you're interested in learning, let's dive into the video without wasting much time. I'm going to put all these ones aside and I'm going to start working on the main fabric. Okay, so I'm going to fold it by two. What I want to make, I want it to be very bold. Okay, it depends on the measurement you get from your client. Okay, you should be able to ask the person how the person wants it to be. Okay, for the measurement, for the length. Okay, so I'm going to cut out and then I'm going to split it here. Okay, so one is going to serve as the main fabric and the other one is going to serve as the lining. Okay, here's what I have after I'm done. Okay, can you see it's two? So guys, remember that your own must not be as bold as this one. You can just use one part of it and do whatever thing that you want to be. So but right there, I'm going to also show you the smaller one. This one is just for the bold one. Okay, but you should know what you want while making yours. You should consider if you want it to be bold or small. So it depends on what you want, then you can actually cut it like bold or small. So now the next thing I'm going to do is to use my gum stay and then I'm going to gum it. Okay, I'm going to use the gumming side. Okay, you know, the side that has gum, I'm going to gum it on the wrong side of the fabric. Okay, and I'm going to do it on the bolts of the piece. Then after I'm done doing that, the next thing I'm going to do is to keep one aside and then I'm going to gum the hard stay on one part of it. So while recording it, I thought that my camera is on, but I didn't know that it went off. So what I did there was to gum the hard stay on one part of it. Okay, so just one part of it. You can see one is stronger than the other one because the other one has gum stay and also hard stay, that is stiff. Okay, so I'm going to put the two of them together like this. Make sure that the right side is facing the right side and I'm going to move over to my sewing machine and sew on the both side. Okay, so after I'm done sewing it, I'm trying to trim off the unwanted parts. Okay, so after I'm done, I'm going to flip it, like I'm going to turn it out to the right side. Okay, so while doing this, you're going to notice that it's very strong. You have to keep on pushing until you turn it out to the right side. Okay, so after I'm done turning it out, the next thing I'm going to do is just to go ahead and give it a nice press. Okay, then after that, this is what I have. You can see it's very fine and beautiful. Okay, the shape is gradually coming out, right? So I'm going to trim out these parts because I will not be needing it, and I'm also going to repeat the same thing on this side. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now is to move over to my sewing machine and create a channel for the boning. Okay, I'm going to be using the plastic boning for this one. Okay, so I'll be creating a channel where I'll be inserting this plastic boning. Okay, so I'm going to move over to my sewing machine and I'm going to create a boning on the both side, and I'll also create another one on the center. Okay, just run a thread like two places on the center where this channel can be able to enter. Okay, so while doing that, make sure that the channel that you want to create is small. Okay, so that you won't end up messing up the material, the fabric. Okay, so now I'm done creating mine and this is what I have. You can see how the channel is. It's not that big, it's not very big. It's just a room where the boning can be able to enter. Okay, so I'm going to bring out the boning. I'm going to measure out. I'll make sure that I remove about half an inch or even 1 inch away from the ends. Okay, so I'm going to use that one to measure out the rest of it. I'm going to cut out about 3 of these because I'll be inserting it into this three boning channel. Okay, so after you are done cutting out, the next thing you are going to do is just to file the edges. Okay, if you don't have a file, you can just use your scissors to sharpen it so that by the time you are inserting it, it's not going to give you it's not going to be hard. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and insert now, and while inserting it, the side that has the stiff is going to be the up. It's going to serve as the front. Okay, so make sure that if you watch this boning very well, you're going to notice that it's a kind of bend. Okay, make sure that side that bend is facing up, right? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but if you watch very well, the side that has the stiff is just this part that you're seeing right now. Then the underside is the only the gum stay, which is the back. So if you watch very well, you're going to see the way I inserted my own boning. Okay, so I'm going to insert this one is the last one, and then I'm going to insert it now. So this is what I have. You can see that our structured sleeve design is very fine. You can see that the shape has gradually come out. You can see it is very fine, so you can just go ahead and place it wherever you want to put it, and then you can just use your applique to design the edges, to cover up the edges. Okay, so if you also want to have this make it to be like this, like fold it. Okay, you can also use your needle and thread to do the work. Okay, just as you can see me doing. So I'm not using this for any design. I just want to use it for the purpose. It's just for the purpose of this particular tutorial. Okay, to help others. I know that December is around the corner, season is around the corner, and so many people will be sewing this design. So that is the reason why I'm making this video. So you can see it's very fine, and then it's very simple and easy to make. Okay, so if you like this, let me know what you think about this particular design on the comment section. I'll be waiting to hear your reply. So let's go ahead and move over to the second one. So for this particular one, I'll be making use of crinoline, sewable boning, my thread, and then the fabric. Okay, so my crinoline is just 3 inches. Okay, it's just 3 inches in width. Okay, so I'm going to measure out this one. What I have here is just 8 inches. So remember that the one we made previously, we just finished making now, is bold. It's very bold. So I would want to make this one to be like small. Okay, so I'm going to fold my fabric like this. This is just going to be the shape of what I want. Okay, so I'm going to fold my fabric, and I'm going to fold into two. The reason why I'm folding this into two is because I want to have it two for the both sides. Okay, I'll be actually making use of this particular one. Okay, so gone ahead to sew this side, and then the next thing I'm going to do is just to turn it over to the right side. Please, if you have your gum stay, make sure you gum it with your gum stay. Okay, but if you don't have, you can see that I'm actually making mine with no gum stay. Okay, you can actually make use of it just like that. So after you're done turning it out, the next thing I'm going to do is just to iron it very well. Okay, then after you are done ironing it, the next thing you're going to do is to keep it aside and then start working on the crinoline. Okay, because we'll be inserting this crinoline inside it. I'm going to measure out the length. Okay, I want to just remove about 2 inches from the end. If you watch very well on the previous one that we made, you notice that I removed just half an inch. That is because I don't want I was not making use of that particular one, but this one I measured my client, and this is what exactly the length that she wants. Okay, so the next thing, after you are done cutting out the crinoline, I'm going to double it. You can actually use crinoline to make a very bold one, that is if you want. Okay, so the only thing you are going to do is just to keep on doubling. You can see how I'm doubling it now. Okay, you just add more for so that it will be more big, it will be more bold. So the only thing you are going to do here is that you are going to be running your sewable boning on top of it. Okay, so I'm going to move out my sewing machine now, and I'm going to sew it. I don't want this one to be bold, so I'll be just doubling it just this way, just like this. So I'm going to be sewing the sewable boning on the two edges. Okay, after I'm done sewing this part, I'll also go ahead and sew another part. So please, if you don't understand what I'm doing, just watch very well, and by the time I'm done sewing it, you are going to understand very well. Okay, so this is what I have after I'm done sewing it. You can see how it is. You can see how strong it came out. Can you see it? So the next thing I'm going to do is to bring out a pieces. I want to just use these pieces to cover up this part, okay, so that it will not be choking my clients or something like that. Okay, so I'm going to cover it up, put this the end of this crinoline. Okay, so I'm going to cut out like two pieces of it, and then I'm going to cover this part and also cover the other part. Okay, so after I'm done doing that, this is what I have. You can see how neat it came out. You can see how fine it came out. So it's now time to insert it inside the fabric. Okay, so I'm going to insert it. Okay, so after inserting it, this is what I have. I'm going to also give it a nice press. Just go ahead and give it a nice press so that the look will be more beautiful. Okay, I'm just checking out if the 2 inches that I remove is still intact. So this is what I have after I'm done. I think I like this one more than the other one. I think I love this one. I love this method very well. It's very neat. At least you are not seeing any thread on top of it. Just let me know what you think about these two of them. Which one do you like? Which one do you like most? Which one do you prefer? Me, I prefer the smaller one. Not that the big one is not good, it's fine, but I think the smaller one is more, you know, I don't know, but just tell me what you think about these two on the comment section. Okay, so but the two of them is just very fine, is very strong. You can see how it's bouncing. Okay, so that is it. So I'll just go ahead now, and then I'm going to place it wherever. Just go ahead and place it wherever you want to place it. You can also use it and do your design your clothes the way you want to design it. Okay, so after I'm done placing it, I'm going to use my hand needle to tack it. I'm going to be using hand needle to tack it after I'm done placing it. Okay, and you can also use your sewing machine to do it, and then you use applique to cover up the threads. Okay, so you can see that's what I'm actually trying to do here. Okay, so I'm going to place it, and I'm also going to place the other side as well. So thank you so very much for watching my video. Thank you for always coming back to watch my video. Please, if you have not subscribed, hit on that subscribe button, turn up your bell notification so that whenever I post a video you get notified. Please don't forget to give our video a thumbs up. I'm going to see you all in my next video. I love you guys, and bye.